Well, hey y'all, let's make a strawberry pizza out of my cookbook. And already I haven't done a thing, but I have gone off the rails. Usually I like to make a pretzel crust whenever I'm making this, but today I didn't have a pretzel crust. So, really, says the lady that just wrote a cookbook, a recipe is not a legal binding document. So I'm going to use my graham cracker crust for this recipe. And what that is I have one, let me get that box. I want to show you what my very favorite graham cracker is. Hang on, just right there. My very favorite graham cracker is Char honey grahams. These are delicious, gluten-free. Now, you good people that can eat anything, just use your regular graham crackers. But the Char, they're delicious. Now, Pamela makes a very, very good graham cracker also, but it has a little bit of a cinnamon flavor to it. And I just didn't think that would be very good with my strawberries today. And then I have 1 cup, why do I keep saying that? 1/4 cup of just some regular old white sugar. And we're just going to get this mixed up. Now you can put this in a regular dish with sides, and a lot of people do that and they call it a strawberry salad. I'm calling it a strawberry pizza because I'm going to do it on a round disc and it'll be really pretty. And of course, this is a very pretty thing if you're going to a potluck or a shower. And summer, it's the summer of love. You've got so many wedding showers coming up and baby showers and graduation parties and all that kind of stuff. So you need to have something good like this in your back pocket. So let's get my little pizza thing over here, and I don't have to grease it because this has got a lot of butter in it. So let's just get this down here. Get all of that as possible. Don't want none of that to go to waste. All right. Give this a little flattening. Now I'm going to show you a little trick. What you can do, because this butter is still pretty warm, but you can take a piece of plastic wrap and put over top. Of course, you can wet your hands and do this too, but if you just want to save a step, and then you just smash it and get it as thin as you would like it. And this will save a step. Whenever you have to stop and wash your hands and do this, and you have to stop and wash your hands and do that, and this will just save you that step. Smash this out as thin as you would like to get it over there to the edges. And you could do this on a disposable pizza pan, and you could take it to someone as a happy gift, and they would be very tickled pink, and then they wouldn't have to worry about getting your pan back to you. All right, let me get some of those over there on that side, kind of up there with their brethren. Okay, y'all. Got my oven set to 350. Kind of get you square up the world a little bit there. Oven is set to 350, and I'm going to put this in there until it is done. 12, 13, 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to keep my eye on it. I'll be back whenever this comes out. Okay, let's put together the creamy element of this. I have 1 block of cream cheese that is softened, and I've got 1 container of sweetened condensed milk. Okie doke, there we go. And to this, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of some of our homemade vanilla. There we go. And a 1/3 cup of lemon juice, fresh or bottled. You can use either one. And I'm going to use my blending fork, and I'm just going to get this all mixed up. And I love this thing. I use it all the time. I'll put a link if y'all want to see what it is. And you can get out your electric mixer if you want to, but this is going to be fine. Okay, there we go. It is all mixed up. So now I'm just going to take my cooled crust over here, make a little room, and you'll notice I always cool my things on coffee cups. It lets more air circulate around. So let's just get a hold of this. Pour it right there in the middle. And I may not use all of this. We'll just see. Sometimes your crust just gets bigger, and sometimes your crust is smaller, but this will not go to waste because this will make a wonderful dip for some whole strawberries. Now, I'm not going to cover this all the way up to the all over this crust because I want you to be able to see what we've got here, because you know, you eat with your eyes first, which I think is absolutely one of the strangest things I've ever heard. Anyway, that's what to say. All right, we'll save this, and this will make some good dip. Now I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator for a couple hours and let it get firm before I put the strawberries on top of it. So I'll see you when this comes out of the icebox. Now for the pretty part. I have 1 quart of strawberries that I have washed, capped, and everything, and I've saved some of them out. I've cut the little edges and so off, so I'm going to just put those around here just to make it pretty. And you don't have to do this if you're going to just eat this at your own home, you know, and you don't want to go through this step. You don't have to. But if you're going to take it somewhere, why not make it a little bit pretty? There we go. That kind of gives everybody an idea. Oh, look how much trouble she went to. She must really love us. Okay. Get this. There we go. Perfect. I did not even measure. Whew. So, okay, we got the rest of this that I've chopped up, and I'm just going to put these in the middle. Now, this you do not have to make pretty at all, because we're going to cover this part up with a glaze. Woo! Hang on there, Lucy. You just got in the wrong spot. Alrighty. Get these rest of these put around here. And then we're going to get our saucepan out, and we're going to put together our glaze. Okay, y'all, we're going to put together this glaze, which is also in my cookbook. I've got 2 cups of crushed strawberries in my saucepan, and I use my handy dandy masher. It's more than just something that won't let your drawer open. So I'm going to turn this burner up on about a medium heat, and I've got 1 cup of white sugar, and I have 1/4 cup of cornstarch. And I'm just going to stir this, and when this comes to a boil, I'm going to set my little egg timer to 2 minutes and let it do its thing, and then we'll get back together when this is ready to put on our berries. Well, it boiled for 2 minutes, and I stood it there and stirred it the entire time, and I put it in a heat-safe dish. And when you have something you want to cool down quicker, just come down there to the bottom and pick it up, and you notice I'm holding it away from me so it doesn't splash. And this just introduces more air to it and it'll cool off. If you just set this, pour this up in something or leave it in the saucepan, it's going to take forever and a day. And I've got other things I want to do today. So, we're just going to take this and put it on our little pizza over here. We have already made a mess. So let's just keep on and keep it on. And you notice I'm not taking this either all the way to the edge. I'm stopping it so you can still see the pretty strawberries. And I'm going to finish with this. I'm going to put it back in the icebox and let it cool completely before we do the next thing, which is going to be whipped cream. Who does not love that? Okay, let's cover up all those little cut ones that we did. Just want it to be pretty. All right, y'all. Back in the old icebox it goes. And I'll see you when it's time to make that whipped cream. Okay, y'all, now we're going to make the whipped topping for this, and it's going to be wonderful. I've got 1 cup of heavy cream, and I do want to get all of that goodness out of there. So there we go. And I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. There we go. And a good teaspoon of some vanilla. Okay, and I'm just going to turn this on a medium heat. I'm going to lock it down. Turn it on a medium heat. I'm going to let it go. It'll take about 3 to 4 minutes to do. And you don't want it to go so long that it splits, because then you'll have butter And while that's delicious, that's not what we're doing here. So I'll see y'all back when this is whipped to stiff peaks. Okay, y'all, all done with that. Yum. Do they still make Dream Whip? My mother always kept Dream Whip in the house. And so she could always do something delicious for Daddy and me. Okay, we put this in the sink. Be right back. Okay, let's top this. And we'll kind of spread it around just a little bit. I want this to kind of look kind of rustic, so I'm not going to do a lot of finessing on it. I was trying to think, so I could tell y'all the very first time I had this, and it was my homeroom, one of my homeroom mothers. You remember those? Do they still have homeroom mothers anymore? But anyway, she had made it for a shower, and it was so delicious. So I just had to get the recipe. You do not have to make a whipped topping if you don't want to. You can use Cool Whip, and that will be fine. But I thought with y'all, we would just gild the lily just a little bit, and we do it a little bit more fancy schmancy. So here we go. Oh, this is going to be so good. It's going to be so good. Okay. And in this recipe, y'all, we have also come up with some dip, fruit dip, because we had too much filling. And got a little bit of whipped cream left. That'd be great to dip some strawberries in. And then also on that gel, we had a little more than we needed. So that is going to be great. My husband's going to love that on some ice cream. Look at that. Is that not pretty? All right, y'all. Here's the taste test. Let's just see if I can cut into it and not make a big old mess. You know me, liable to, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see if we can get this out here. Look at that. Yum, yum. And this plate is so pretty now. This was a plate that I picked up at the Biltmore. This was Mrs. Vanderbilt's China pattern, and so I got one place setting of hers and one place of his while we were there. Oh boy, it just looks so delicious. So let's just get us a bite. Me quit messing the gummy with it, huh? Go ahead and get a bite, Kimmy. Mmm. Y'all. Oh, that tastes like summertime. That crunchy crust, that creamy middle, those strawberries, and that fresh whipped cream. Yum. What is not to love about that? I think I'm going to cut my husband a piece, and he's going to be a happy man. I'll see y'all next time. And I'll tell you where I got these strawberries. I got them at Sarah's Nursery in Magnus, Arkansas. That's east of Batesville. She's got plants, and I bought these. This is not sponsored or anything like this. I bought these like a regular person does. And she has fresh milk and eggs and produce and jams and jellies and the most beautiful plants for your yard. So if you're in the area, go see Sarah. She's precious. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all go do something fun. Bye, y'all.